Hi, everyone, and welcome to another amazing week of learning Masechet Sukkah. This is an introduction video to dapim Yud, Yud Aleph, Yud Bet, and Yud Gimel. And we'll start with a story. My good friend celebrated her grandfather's 81st birthday, and they got these helium balloons. One said 8 and one said 1, and they hang it in the house, and they had a beautiful birthday party for her 81st grandfather's birthday. At the end of the party, a friend came over and said to her, "Listen, do you have something that you're going to do with these amazing balloons? Because my daughter is celebrating her 18th birthday tomorrow. And I thought maybe I should just use your balloons." So her younger daughter, who's 6, came up to her and said, "Mommy, that's not okay. You have to buy your daughter her own balloons and not use someone else's." And this cute story reminded me of the amazing term that we're going to meet this week, which is very essential and very important. This is why I printed it out. And it says, "Ta'aseh velo min ha'asui." It has a lot to do with sukkah, but not only with sukkah. And what does that mean? That means that when we're building a sukkah, the halacha wants us to build it from the ground up, to have the intention and to do the work. Why does it matter? Let's talk about an example. What happens when you have your walls of the sukkah and you have a tree growing on top and it's perfect for schach? So we know for a fact, because we learned it already, that if the tree is still attached to the ground, of course it's not a kosher sukkah. But what happens if I just cut it very easily? I cut all the leaves, and then it's supposed to be a great sukkah. So the Gemara will discuss this, and it will say that only cutting, doing the bare minimum, is not enough, because it says about sukkah ta'aseh, you have to do the work. There's something about building the sukkah that has to be intentional, and also you have to do it. It can't be just something that you're kind of hanging in and saying, "Oh, I just trimmed it, and there's a sukkah." Another example: let's say you have a haystack, and you're saying, "I'm just going to dig inside and create a sukkah." That's also not kosher, because we want you to build it from the ground up. But this rule, ta'aseh velo min asui, doesn't only imply for Sukkot. Two other examples. Tzitzit, you have to have your clothing ready and done before you put the strings of the tzitzit and you attach it to the clothes. You can't do it vice versa. And also putting a mezuzah, you have to have the door ready. Everything, the door frame, everything has to be in place before you put the mezuzah, meaning there's an order to the things. And halacha doesn't want you just to swing it, because sometimes you have to work for the mitzvah. It has to be intentional, and you have to build things in order for them to be asuin, to be properly made. So you'll see this discussion and a whole lot of other discussions, and I'll see you at the end of the week in the summary video. Good luck.